We begin our journey in the origins of Madrid, where once stood an Arab fortress, which you can still see sections of the wall throughout the city. Now stands the Spanish royal palace, together with the Almudena Cathedral, who also suffered some changes through history until its final remodelation in the 18th century. We now enter the traditional city area, and as you can observe, this area has narrow streets with medium-sized blocks. This area also has a variety of small and medium-sized plazas, some with traditional facilities like a market. Here we have an example of one of the few remaining traditional houses, together with a church which has a range of different styles, which are predominantly Mudéjar and Herrerian for the towers, and Baroque for the entrance. Let's move on to the urban expansion, which was a planned growth which started around the 19th century. This part of the city is characterized by its grid plan, which creates long, straight streets, wider than in the traditional part of the city, because of the existence of bigger vehicles when they were built. On the other hand, buildings like this church and this office block has its own space which does not touch any other building, unlike the housing of this area. The public space are reduced, although there are a few parks around the area. This is the Madrid River Park. The transformation of the river borders into an open public space took place between 2003 and 2007. This park has a big green area, followed by children's adventure parks, sport facilities, bicycle lanes, and paths to take a healthy walk. There are even fishing posts for those who would like to do so. Moving on from the park, we can see international-style buildings, who consists in open block buildings, which usually has its small green area. This style was planned so that more people could have good quality, cheap houses to buy in the city. This style had a great boom along the riverside in Madrid during the 70s. Finally, this area of Madrid is called the Garden City, and it's a small agglomeration of traditional houses built during the 1930s, majorly for construction workers who worked building the Atocha Railway. These houses have no more than 2 floors, and they can be divided in 3 types: row housing, semi-detached houses, and villas. It was planned with radial shape with a small plaza at the center. It is a very quiet area with a few facilities such as schools and pharmacies.